The other thing that helped me is that she had made the decision to come to my high school graduation. So it meant a lot to me, like she hadn't forgotten me type thing. But it also allowed her to see that it wasn't my decision. That I'm not the one who decided that I didn't want her in my life.
About the graduation thing, because it sounds like that really made an impression upon you. That she went to the effort to find out about your graduation, and she showed up, right? Even though you had basically rejected her for many years. So a lot of alienated parents, they don't go to graduations and things like that because they're afraid to. Because they feel like, well, you know, my kid says they don't want me there, they don't want to see me. And I get asked this all the time. Should I go to a graduation? What should I do? Should I show up? So should alienated parents keep trying, and should they come to special events like graduations?
I think alienated parents should absolutely go. Even if you don't get the opportunity to talk, your kid sees you. They see you there. In my case, it had been so long since I had seen her, it really took me a minute to even remember who she was. But to me, it was kind of like, okay, well, it's been, you know, so many years, and she didn't forget I existed. You know, she cared enough to fly here all the way from California. And then when I found out that she had called the school, it was like, okay, so she kept track, you know, what year I was supposed to graduate, kept up with, you know, what school I was going to, that type of stuff. So it meant a lot to me when I had some time to myself to really think about it, and what it would take. So I did have an issue with my dad. You know, my dad immediately blamed me that she was there, and my mom and I have talked about that, and she's told me, you know, if I knew that he was going to get mad at you, I wouldn't have gone. And my response to her is, why not? He got mad at me. He got over it. You got to see it. Like, it meant more that she was there than the fact that he thought I had sent her an invitation. I could easily prove I hadn't sent an invitation. I just knew at that time that it was not the right time to tell him that I did want to have dinner with her and I did want to talk to her. But it meant a lot to me that she was there.
So you think alienated parents should go to graduations, and even if they're afraid to, it means a lot to the kids.
It does mean a lot to the kids. I do think that alienated parents should go to special events, graduations, things like that.
What would you say to an alienated parent who is thinking of just giving up?
I've said before in some of the meetings that I've gone to that even if you feel like giving up, I can promise you your kid is thinking about you. If they're old enough where they remember you and they've done things with you before, they think about you, even if they don't want to. I remember things would happen or somebody would say something and it would instantly remind me of my mom. Even if I hadn't talked to her in years, I would instantly start thinking about her. And so I said, don't give up hope. It might take some time, but I think just keep reaching out there and keep showing up, and they're going to keep thinking about you until, you know, hopefully they can decide for themselves.